Welcome back to Seeking 87, where we'll be talking about success. Our boy Diego's back once again because, you know what? We didn't have enough of him. We want him back. Say what's up, Diego, real fast for this intro.
Back for podcast number 2.
Podcast number 2. Let's fucking get it.
Today on Seeking 87, we're going to be talking about success, and there is multiple ways to reach success, and you do not always have to go the college route, which is something me and Diego were talking about a couple hours ago.
Probably a couple months ago. It's something we always bring up.
What's your take on that shit, Michael?
Dude, I'm still trying to
because you're in you're in college.
Oh yeah, okay.
And you're in the military, and you're working.
I see where you're taking with this. Yeah. And we're doing this podcast right now.
Yeah.
So I feel like in our life right now that the generation that we're in, we have so many outlets of different ways to be successful in life, and for social media and like business aspects of or the business aspect of a lot of things, social media can be your outlet for fucking anything. So I mean, if you want to be successful, you just need to have like a YouTube channel, or it's like Twitter, Facebook, or anything like that, and then you can get out there to the world, and they can just be like, social media is everything nowadays. Like it can make people and it can break people. Yeah. Like you've seen these people rise to be like internet celebrities. Oh, like, definitely, dude. Just from like one day to another, and it's not even because they're super talented, but it's like the internet can blow anyone up. Yeah. I don't know if you saw that guy from Modesto that was doing like the Jesus Christ. Oh, just yelling it out. No, yeah, dude. Yeah. There's a
so that guy like dude. Right now, like he's got like tons of fans, and it's all because he just made a video doing that and saying that.
Do you guys remember the Michael Jackson in like 2012 at Pittman?
Oh yeah. That video went super viral.
Yeah, dude. The weirdest. This is so funny, actually. I was on my way to San Marcos to go meet with some friends, and out of all the fucking people in the world, I meet the guy that was Michael Jackson for Pittman that blew up. And so I met him, and he was talking about how like he wasn't even planning on doing it. He just did it because he just knew how to do it. And then so after that, dude, he blew up. Like businesses wanted to call him. Michael Jackson's like manager called him and said that, dude, we want you at Michael Jackson's like reunion and stuff like this, and like we want you there. Oh wow. And so like he's still getting calls to this day, like, dude, can you perform here? Can you do this for us? And like just reenacting what Michael Jackson did. So like just because of someone recording his moves and stuff like that got him to be like a fucking huge like Michael Jackson like idol, dude. Like everyone, like some people thought like, holy shit, is Michael Jackson alive? Like some shit like that. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, that all goes back to his skills. Like he spent years and years. Oh yeah. Tons of nights probably staying up and trying to learn those moves. Yeah. And get that mind and muscle connection with everything that he did. So he actually worked hard for it, and he worked hard to get there.
It's so funny though, like if
you never knew his skill could actually get him somewhere or get him paid. Yeah, and then the internet can just make that possible.
Yeah, it's like you see him in person, and he's like he doesn't even look like Michael Jackson at all. Like
is he ginger?
He is.
Yeah, I remember so funny. Right when he did it, because I want to say I was a freshman when it happened, and I was there. And then I remember afterwards, once the video started spreading and growing in views, a lot of people were actually going up to him and taking selfies.
Oh yeah,
just as he was walking from one class to another.
Yeah. He blew up, dude. Like, it was crazy. Like, he was on the news and everything.
I remember that, him being on the news.
Dude, it was freaking crazy. But, like, insane. It's just, like, YouTube is a huge thing now, too. Like, when I was in junior high, that like, kind of, like, blew up in a way. Like, people were getting paid for YouTube videos, and people were like leaving high school and like in college for just pursuing this YouTube career, and people became millionaires off this YouTube.
Yeah, like vlogging became the thing, and just sharing your life and what you do.
Like live streaming, like people live stream on their phones now. They walk around on their phones, and like it's a daily thing now. Like people just like live stream, and they just make bank, bro.
Well, what's that other thing that's popping right now? It's like mukbang, where people just eat in front of a camera.
Yeah. Oh yeah, do you know like SMR and all that shit too?
No.
Like people will like get really 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 nice mics, and they'll put like go really close to the mic, but like eat like the crunch and shit.
I don't know that's like, what it was called. Yeah, but I've seen SMR, those videos.
Like people like fall asleep to it. People are like really attracted to it. Like people
weird fetishes.
People get so fucking they get so much money just from like biting shit like really close to the mic and just hearing the crunch and shit. Oh, dude, it's so weird. That's not my thing. But dude, my ex was into that, and her friend, dude, like. I was like, holy shit, you guys are fucking weird. And it's scary.
I'm telling you, the internet.
Oh yeah, dude. Like black market and shit. Oh,
there's a place for everything.
Dude, there is. Dude, I can't, like, some of the stuff that I've been told about black market is, dude, people have like auctions for killing people. Like people will kidnap people, and they'll have auctions the way, like, they'll have like a certain amount of like tools and shit, and they'll like, I'll kill them with that and stuff. Like, dude.
That's so crazy how all that insane. Stuff's like out there.
Yeah. It's crazy as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Isaac, you good over there?
Yep.
I mean, you must be after those 10 burritos from Taco Bell.
Yeah, Isaac, you want to speak about your little...
My day?
Your day. How's your day been today?
How's your day been, Isaac?
Because I know you've accomplished great things and done things you haven't done.
Hell yeah.
Or actually, yeah, you have done.
Are you willing to discuss this, or should we?
Yeah, fuck yeah. All right.
Really? Okay. Well, can I
tell you about this? What the fuck went down?
What the fuck? What? Tell us in grave detail what went down in the last 5 hours.
I smoked a fucking joint.
His first joint, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, first pretty much full one, because before I only took like 2-3 hits.
Yeah.
So I smoked it wasn't even that big. And it got me fucked up.
Yeah, Diego said it was like a quarter of a...
It was like a quarter of a normal sized joint.
Yeah.
I did it at like a little past 7. And now it's almost going to be 12, and I still feel it.
Yeah, dude.
Not going to lie.
No, yeah, it took him a while to get off of that. I mean, if you had food in your system, I think he wouldn't be as high
it wouldn't have been as bad.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been as bad.
Well, I like that it hit me hard. Because, like, it's the first time, so I want it to be like overwhelmingly like, holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great first experience in my opinion.
Yeah. Definitely. Especially if you can get the most out of it your first experience. That pretty much lets you know how it's going to be.
Yeah, dude, I wish I could feel that experience, bro. I wish I could, but I can't. So
yeah, like subconsciously, I grabbed my phone and I started like typing down these notes.
No, this guy... Dude, do you remember us reading on it off your phone or no?
I remember showing you, but I don't remember what I wrote.
Yeah. Oh, you should
go definitely go back and read them, and it's
this guy.
You'll be amazed by what you see.
One of the things I'm really impressed by Isaac is that he writes one of the best lyrics. Like very how would you describe your lyrics?
Emotional.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't want to use the wrong lyrics and be like, that's fucking wrong. No, it's not right. No, but I definitely, like, if you ever get a chance to meet Isaac and read his lyrics, dude, you'll get blown away by his poetry and all that shit, dude. It's fucking crazy.
Shit's amazing.
Yeah, it's real fucking crazy. It almost reminds me of the Silent Planet a little bit.
Yeah, Silent Planet's vocalist and lyricist Garrett Russell is a genius.
Yeah, no, explain the one song that you were explaining to me.
Like, there's a song called Redivider, and he's like, yeah, it's a palindrome. You spell that backwards, it's still Redivider. And I was like, oh shit. He's like, but the whole song is like that. So from the first word to the middle, it goes one way, and from that last word back up to the middle, it's the same.
Isn't that fucking wild?
So it's like a mirror.
Like, it's
and it all makes sense. Fuck. So when he says something one way and then at the other half of the song the other way, it still makes sense.
Yeah,
it's just fuck.
Like, you have to be
genius.
Like, intelligent as fuck, dude. You have to be so fucking smart to do that type of shit, bro.
It's like his other songs too. Like, every song that Silent Planet makes, there's a meaning behind the song, and like, just the choice of vocabulary and the way he words shit is just fantastic. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's literally poetry for metal music.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking crazy, bro. I remember it. I listened to him the first time, and I was just like, "Yeah, I'm not really into that poetry stuff." But then, you gave it a chance again, and you started listening to it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you and Austin didn't like it. Like, I liked it, but I would just prefer him to scream more because he has a powerful.
Oh yeah,
scream.
he does. Yeah, I like the. I don't know. Now that you showed me the different side of it, now I'm like, now I'm more curious about what his more of his writing and stuff. I really want to know more about him though.
It helps that he's very well educated too. Like he's very well spoken in like history, politics.
No, yeah, I got that vibe from him when I saw him in the concert we went to.
He looks like Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
he looks exactly like Jesus. Like, he looks just like Jesus. Yeah, but like he had a song about veterans. He did a song about
Panic Room.
Indians. The fucking.
He made it. They made a song in the lyrics for it was a song called "Native Blood," and a line that really stuck out was when he said, "You built your father's home over my mother's grave."
Yeah,
and a lot of people live.
Shit, dude.
A lot of people live like in America, and they don't give a shit that they had to kill all the Native Americans.
No, yeah, dude. That shit's fucking awful. That what we did to Native Americans. The truth. Like I said before, there was 145 million Native Americans, and then when we finally got all the way stretched across from east to west, there was 15,000 Native Americans left.
That's fucking slaughter.
Like that dropped by 95%. 95. Like that shit's crazy. Like how who in the right mind just does that to someone? But like I said, like we were talking about Isaac, like we have no idea what was going on back then. Like it could all have been faked or not, or at least not faked. But I mean, there could have been sides to that we have no idea. So that's all about perspective and all that shit. So
yeah, even though it's like in history books, they probably put it like one way. Like, and then you could read a different article from somebody who like researched it. They're like, oh, but this site said this
because they're like. Those people have so much power. They could have like completely just hid everything and just like covered it all up. They could have been something completely different. And like those people probably weren't even called Native Americans. It could have been called something else. Like we have no idea what happened.
I think we just give them that term because they were here first. So we're like, oh, well, the natives.
They were here for 15,000 years before we came. They fucking walked over ice and fucking the mountains and shit.
And now barefoot and all this shit. We're walking over their bodies, their graves.
Oh, fuck. That's so fucking deep, dude.
They disintegrate and they go back into the earth and like a tree fucking sprouts and that's them.
I read about them and the way they treated like their society was so simple. Like they always got what they needed and they never asked for more. And they always just provided. They were so simple. They just got what they needed and that was it. And they didn't need anything else. They weren't greedy. And they just actually asked for what they wanted and they got it. And then they just left everything alone. And then we came along and fucked all that shit up, dude. Like, fucked the religion up, fucked just everything.
Like needs. It's like, what do I need to survive? And that was it.
That was it. That's pretty much how it is. Simple. I was telling Isaac earlier that I was in class this morning and we were talking about back then there was like normal middle class people had at least like 2 outfits, one for like going out into town and then one just for working and like the rich had like 5 or 6 outfits. And now like if you look at like kids today, we have like endless amount of shirts, endless amount of pants, like several pairs of shoes, and like we take it all for granted. And it's crazy that like if you look, if we had one of those people from back then come to now, they would think we're fucking like what the fuck happened?
Like, who is
like we're aliens?
Person?
Like we would seem like aliens to them.
I think the only explanation is more mass production.
No,
we have a lot more different products and more of the same products. Like back then, they probably only made a couple, like 10 suits, so you buy one.
Yeah,
but now there's millions of suits.
Yeah, that's the only. Yeah,
you want to buy multiple.
I mean, too with all this technology. I mean, we're full of that too, and abundance of having an abundance of electronics. Whether it's like your gaming system, your computer, your phone, your watch, like everything's becoming like this smart object now.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, just a simple watch now. Everyone has. I know. Like the Apple Watch where. It lets you know like pretty much what's going on. It's tracking your.
Dude, it's
like Elon Musk says.
Your health activity.
We are significantly smarter with our phone, like when we carry electronics. Because without it, you can't look shit up. You're not gonna know the answers to stuff. But when you have a phone or computer or whatever, you look it up and then you learn it, and then you can keep that information. But you got it from the technology in the first place. So if you never had that shit, you would have never have known that fact.
That's crazy, bro. They know what's weird is that like our phone has more capabilities than the rocket that first went into space or some shit like that.
Really?
Yeah. Did you?
Wow.
You ever heard about that?
No.
I was told that in psychology last year, and I was like, what the hell? And I looked it up and it was true. Like our phones that we have, like this watch probably has more capability than the fucking rocket. Like it's crazy how Like, this is a miniature computer. Like, that computer over there could be like almost just like this, and it can do almost everything that computer does.
So it's so crazy.
It blows your mind. I mean,
there's people that, like, leading back to the conversation we were talking about, success. I mean, there's people nowadays that are running like multi-billion-dollar businesses off their phones.
Well, even without well, I mean, they have college degrees now, but before that, they probably didn't even need a college degree to do what they were doing. Like, because it's just all of the internet and stuff like that, dude. It's crazy.
It goes back to the main point of this episode, is that how I said there's different ways to reach success. So a lot of people didn't go to school right out of high school. Yeah. They didn't go to college. They experimented with other jobs, or they gained knowledge elsewhere. And it's like, Diego, you're saying, like, you got the skills to do what you do now. And it's like, suppose you were wasting time doing subjects you don't give a shit about, that you're not going to retain the information. Like, people need to make use of their time.
Yeah, dude.
Whether it's in school or not in school.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because, I mean, that's exactly what it came down. When it came down to me, that's exactly what happened. I mean, I remember I was in a calculus class one day, and I had gotten to the point where I was just tired of listening to the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah, dude, I feel
especially
that.
Taking classes where you felt like none of the information that you were learning was going to be useful. And like that's when I decided, like, I was going to be done with school for that semester. So I finished up and actually decided to focus on what I was actually curious about, and trying to improve upon my skill. So that's what I began doing, and ever since then, I feel like everything's been much like better for me. Yeah. And I felt like if I had stayed in school, I would have been forced to do this thing that I didn't necessarily want to do.
I think the only thing keeping me in school is that I have no idea what I want to do outside of school. Like, the closest thing that really makes me feel like I am who I am is being in the military, or being like a cop or something like that, or like defending. Like, I feel like this is like the only thing I'm really like good at, and like knowing that I can have some like the most effect. I think the only thing that I'm afraid of in life is actually not having any effect in like the world. And so I want to be able to affect like people's lives and stuff, and like protect.
You want to have a purpose.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Like, I think that's the only. Yeah, I think that's everyone's fucking like reason for life, is to have a purpose. So I mean, I want to do everything possible. Like this podcast, dude. This is like, I love this. Everything I've always loved. Always loved editing. Always loved doing Photoshop. I've always wanted to learn new things. I always wanted to do stuff with radio and doing certain stuff like that, because I've always been curious on how it works, and I've always been just curious on doing new stuff. So this shit's always fun to me, dude. I love learning new crap. And yeah, so I mean, and plus this can, if we're lucky enough, this can go somewhere, and we can be like fucking 4 guys just living some kind of fucking dream, and all of a sudden it becomes the dream. Ooh. So that shit, I'm always down to do some shit like that. I'm always ready to take risks, like put like a down payment on a house and fucking go crazy or some shit. I don't know.
Oh no, yeah, you have to just have fun and enjoy yourself, and try to do what it is that you like doing. Like you said, you've always had a passion for like helping people out, and being like in the military or of service, and that's what you're doing. And then you also like your video editing and all that photo work, which ties back to the podcast. So
no, yeah, definitely, yeah. I feel like it's important to take risks as well, especially with some of your dreams, because there was a Yes. Do you know who Yes Theory is on YouTube or no?
No.
Well, there's a group of guys. When they got out of college, they had multiple opportunities to go somewhere with their life and stuff, and they just didn't really see those opportunities take them anywhere that they wanted to go, and so they decided to. All these 4 random guys just decided to go buy a house in LA and start making YouTube videos, because that's what they wanted to do. And so they never met each other ever in their lives, and they just all bought a house together. And now what they do is seek discomfort, and so they just go out and just do the most random thing with a stranger. So like one of their videos is like go skinny dipping with 10 random strangers, or depend on a stranger from taking you from this side of the country to the other side, like all off the kindness of strangers, 0 money, like nothing with them, like without their phone and stuff, and they just do it. It's just crazy. Like, and they're making like money now. They're making so much money now with just by their designs of their shirts, their YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Like they make so much money just off of like just one risk. Like they could have went the easy way out, but they decided like, dude, fuck it. We only live once. Let's just fucking do it.
That's all it takes. And I mean, with risk, like, yeah, you take it, but if it fails, you can just learn from it, and then keep going, and then from there take another one, and then
exactly,
you never know. Yeah, one might be the one.
Yeah, dude.
The biggest part is just starting and actually going for something.
No, yeah.
Set a goal.
Yeah, that's probably
fear. Fear is such a big factor that prevents people from
fear of failing.
Oh yeah, that's probably by far the biggest one.
I have a fear of getting my throat slit.
Wait, you're what?
I have a fear of getting my throat slit.
Oh shit! I mean, that's a pretty big fear.
That way and drowning are the two ways I don't want to die.
Wait, what's two ways?
Drowning, getting my throat slit, or probably a heart attack. Like, that's the most common way, but I do not want a heart attack.
Really?
Yeah.
Which way do you want to go? Like, if you had one way to go, which way would it be?
Sleep and just never wake up.
Really?
Or get shot in the fucking head.
Oh shit, dude. I don't really. I thought about it. I think it would be like skydiving or something.
Oh fuck,
with no parachute.
Fuck no.
I was just
because that whole way down. Don't you think you're gonna be like, oh fuck? Like, what is it gonna feel like?
I would have just attempted the most fucking front flips in human history.
I feel like you wouldn't even. The impact if you fell like without a parachute,
it would
just kill you instantly.
No, yeah, it's just like shooting yourself in the head.
You don't think you'd feel like, let's say you land on your legs, you wouldn't feel your bones break until you actually like fully smash.
Imagine you hit the ground and all like the impact just like,
yeah, the force you're going at, that's
like I don't think you would feel it.
Yeah, so you're not going to feel even like a split millisecond of pain before you die. Like right away you're just done.
I don't think you'd.
I really don't think so.
Unless you just. What about you just dive?
Maybe, but I feel like you'd be dead within seconds.
What about head first?
Oh.
How about that? Your fucking brain goes first, then your body.
I don't want to fall.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. Maybe I think it'd be cool to fucking attempt the most fucking front flips or back flips in human history.
No, what if you go splat and you don't get it?
No, I'm fucking spinning the second I get out of the plane.
You learn from your mistake and you try again.
the next evolution or the next
it's all about taking risks,
cycle, right? Yeah. Next cycle after fucking death.
Now we know what we're gonna go do.
Diego, because we're gonna be talking about this in later episodes, but I want to know from other people's mind, what do you think happens after death? Like what when you finally take your last breath and you finally close your eyes for the one last time, what do you think happens? Like, do you think you go into another plane of existence? Do you think you go into heaven or hell, or do you think you just stay on Earth and all this that the government throw in our face is all a lie? That was fucking deep.
This is a tough one, honestly. But what I've always thought sounds pretty weird. But I just feel like you enter like another dimension, and then you begin like living.
Oh, like another cycle.
A life. Yeah.
Oh, that's what.
It's just another dimension, like a different world. But like once you're in it, you're not going to overthink it or even think like, oh, I'm in another dimension.
You won't realize.
It'll just be like. Kind of like a dream when you switch from one dream to another. I feel like that's like, what it would
isn't
be.
That like what were we talking about? There's a fucking
that's fucking crazy. That makes sense.
It's fucking. You're going.
I always say how like your dreams are real. Yeah, just removes a filter. And shit.
You're going into a different. You're saying you're going into a different body though, right? Or a different like life.
Like your body, you just in a different.
Oh, it's your body in a different dimension.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. That actually makes a lot of sense though. Dreams and shit. That's why you have like dreams that you can't really explain, and you see people that you don't understand. What I was told that
maybe how many dreams you have is how many lives you'll have,
or maybe those are your ancestors.
I've heard that one.
Like because I was told that our dreams are our subconscious mind is connected to our ancestors. And so like you have dreams that you can't understand or explain, and there's people in them that you don't know. Like those are your ancestors that you're speaking to, or like people that your ancestors spoke to, and that,
or when you get feelings
people
of
in your
deja vu.
Yeah. So like your ancestors knew people, and they knew them like personally, but you don't know them. So when you go into your dream, and you're like in your ancestors' like mind, kind of like, you know what I mean, like talking to them and their point of view, you're that's your ancestors' mind that you're in.
Oh, okay. So you're kind of just dreaming through their perspective,
of like past life and stuff.
That would explain a lot of dreams that I've had.
That's not fucking crazy. That's insane. But yeah, dude, that's after death and shit, dude.
Well, have you ever met someone and you feel like you've known that person
before?
Oh, hell
yeah.
Yeah.
That's I do I feel like I know that all the time.
It was
or
like
see someone that's just like, dude, you look fucking familiar.
Yeah. Somewhat similar.
Yeah.
For some reason you just get like this
deja vu
gut feeling, deja vu. Yeah, like you've known that person for like your whole life.
This is what I whenever you fall asleep, whenever you die, you close your eyes. For some reason I just have this image in my head that I'm just stuck in my fucking grave.
So I don't think your soul leaves at all?
No, I feel like I just stay there. In your body? I just stay there and I don't go anywhere. Fuck. Because I just, dude, there's we talk about all these theories, right? We talk about everything and all this, and like, dude, I don't see them like actually happening. I just see myself closing my eyes and never waking back up again.
Like that's the end.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, because
so that's like what Austin says. He says when you die, you don't go anywhere. You just cease to exist.
Yeah. And so I mean,
and we can't even picture like what it was like to not be born.
Yeah, it's weird because like imagine your eyes are closed and you're just sitting like you're just
like you don't even see black. You're just nothing. Like nothing.
It's just, I mean, like, would you see black?
Well, you can't imagine seeing nothing. Like,
I know, so like,
and think of nothing.
I know, so I mean, like, would you just be asleep? But see, like, because when you sleep,
you dream.
Now this is weird. This is okay.
I think you just shut off and you're like
you're done.
Okay, I mean, like, what about sleep? Okay, you sleep for like several hours. Okay, several fucking hours, and it just goes like that. Isn't that weird?
Kind of. Sometimes
like,
it
isn't that
feels
fucking
like
weird?
Shut your eyes and you wake up and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, like, dude, like I remember days where I'd be go to sleep and wake up like, dude, I could have sworn I just fucking fell asleep. Now I have to wake back up again. Like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, it's crazy how fast those hours go by.
Yeah,
it feels like minutes,
dude. It's like
even God. Like sometimes I'll take like a 30-minute nap.
Oh yeah, and it'll go by like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
like
I literally just close my eyes. Yeah, and it's phone's already ringing.
Dude,
to get up.
I know. Like, gosh, damn, dude, it's so weird. Our brain, dude, like, I don't know. Do you know Isaac's like goal in life? Do you know his goal in life about like learning everything possible in humankind and all that?
No, I did not know that.
Isaac.
Yeah, I want to live forever so I can know every single thing there is to know in existence.
So he can answer himself like his own questions and shit.
Wow,
that's crazy shit.
That's a big goal to have.
Yeah, dude. Like, imagine, because like, who knows what happens in 10 years? Like, Elon Musk is a fucking alien. So I mean, dude, please tell me you've seen the fucking videos, and have you seen videos of Elon talking?
Yeah. The way
he's an alien.
Everything about him, yeah.
His eyes shift like side to side very fast, and he'll take like 15 seconds to answer a yes no question.
Yeah, he's an alien. Or he could be a fucking.
And he just can't answer the question either. He always just goes off on a tangent trying to like dodge certain questions.
He is so smart though. He just invented a fucking rocket that goes into space and then lands by itself. Like, what kind of shit is that? That's alien shit. No human being knows that kind of crap.
Elon Musk is a fucking alien.
Like, he just skips all fucking physics and starts doing shit like that. That's fucking crazy to me. Fuck, that guy's an alien.
He's fucking. At least he's helping humans.
Oh yeah, at least he's on the good side. He's against like AIs and all that.
AI, like smart robots.
And Joe Rogan was talking about how our society is going into is basically building ourselves into a what was it, virtual reality or something like that, or
we're all building our lives into a simulation.
Yeah.
And Elon Musk is like, what if we're already in a simulation?
Yeah.
When is your creator gonna just like reset your switch?
But then he was like, fucking gosh. But then he was like, if this was a simulation, wouldn't it be wouldn't it be like more exciting instead of something so boring?
So yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah,
I mean, we're all part of God's simulation. Does he find us boring?
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Or does he find the battle against evil intriguing?
Oh, shit.
Why doesn't he just completely wipe evil from his existence?
Dude, I don't even... Yeah, what? Why isn't that, huh?
He wants a little entertainment, some fucking fun.
Dude. Or like what the media say is holier than heaven or some shit.
Was your God holier than heaven?
Or is God's the devil and devil's lying to you and stuff like that? Oh shit. We're going to hell. We're going to hell. Oh shit.
Yeah,
that's basically what's happening
about.
Yeah,
like if you like my mom told me, if you question God's like God, if you question God,
sorry, a lot of movement. Sorry,
if you question God or you like give like evil power or like say evil's better or will win over good, that was a big fucking no.
Yeah, that's a huge no. Dude, you have to go to like.
But then I think about it and it's like,
wash yourself in holy water.
When has good won?
In movies.
But that's a movie.
I don't know.
So you're saying evil always wins?
Well, okay, this is...
Well, okay, here we go. Evil... No, because existence is forever. So let's say all the evil takes over this planet, right? Everybody gets corrupted. All the good people fucking die. Or let's just say all of life. Let's just say all of life dies. I would say evil won. It killed anything living. So that's why God is like, okay, new planet, new galaxy, new universe.
What so what about when God comes back and kills everyone and he keeps the good ones? What about that?
Well, in the Bible it says that
he's coming back.
If there's even one person that like truly worships and believe in him, he'll spare like the whole earth. Even if there's just one, one religious
really. Where'd you read that?
I read it in church.
Really?
Yeah.
God,
somebody asked him
I'm not holy as fuck.
In the city. They're like, "What if only 10 people believe in you?" And he's like, "I'll spare them for those 10 people."
Gosh, damn.
And then he's like, "How about 5? How about 3?" And he's like, "What if there's only 1?" And then he's like, "I'll spare everybody for that one person."
Damn, dude, shit. Oh my gosh, what do you think about this, Diego? What do you think what's going on? What do you think about this? We're scared.
Really have no comment here,
dude. You want me to fucking blow your mind?
Blow it.
Should we talk about the DMT?
I'm in for talking about these type of drugs.
Wait, which one, with the aliens?
Yeah,
the Nazis.
Let's talk about it.
You want to tell them?
Should we fucking blow this fucking popsicle stand? I want to tell them.
All right, tell them.
All right, so have you heard about the drug DMT?
Yep.
The psychological drug and all that shit. Okay. So, when do you think this? It was like 1990 somewhere in there, or what? No,
you could throw it back fucking further to what Austin said.
But it was earlier 2000.
The monkeys found DMT, and they saw.
Oh no, I'm talking about what the government did with DMT. Oh, okay. So this is proven. So like this conspiracy theory has been proven for a while now. So government would take people and they would highly inject them with DMT, so high doses of DMT, to a point where they were just fucking flipping shit out, and they would send them into these rooms for secret meetings, and they'd be talking to aliens.
Oh yeah, I heard about this. Like they were actually closing deals with aliens and pretty much communicating across.
And they give us all the right
through these drugs.
Yeah, so
all these different things.
When you take that high dose of DMT, people say that there's a filter in your brain that has you see what the aliens want you to see. But when you take DMT and you finally get that all the filters away, you see what you're supposed to see. Open your third fucking eye, and you see what you're supposed to see.
There's groups of people that have taken these drugs and they all see the same thing.
Yeah, there was a case where a case where 46 people saw the exact same thing when they took DMT,
and they were all having like a fluent conversation. Like they can hear each other and they could hear what that shit was like saying, and it was the same like fucking alien talking to all of them.
Dude, so
46 people wow.
I want to ask you a question. So when do you think the VR system was made? Like when do you think it was finally like made and fully compatible and ready to fucking be used?
Dude, I feel like this is the idea of it.
or like when
did they put a patent on it?
Yeah, when do you think they put a patent on it to the point where they no one else can distribute besides that company?
Probably like in the 60s.
Oh shit!
Diego knows his shit.
Fuck yeah, you know that shit.
Even though we didn't have cell phones, they still had.
Well, for people that do not know, the VR system that we know now,
smart motherfucker, Diego.
Yeah, that was fucking smart. I thought we were gonna get you on that, but we didn't. But the VR system that you guys know of now, it was invented in 1960, and it was patented and everything. And you can go look this up. We're not bullshitting you. Like
it was like in San Francisco, 1957.
And San Francisco is where they were holding all those fucking secret meetings
with the alien
DMT
people on DMT,
all that secret shit. Yeah. San Francisco is where they fucking get all their ideas from. That's where all they talk to aliens and shit.
That's like our backyard.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's because California is a bunch of fucking weirdos. Fucking liberal pieces of shit, dude.
But how crazy is that, though?
What do you mean?
Being able to communicate with aliens?
That's fucking scary.
The thing is, okay, so if we have this filter on right now.
There's a fucking alien chilling over there, and we just can't see him. Or hear him.
The thing is, what is he doing? You ever just thinking about that?
That's what scares me.
If he's just sitting over there, what the fuck is he doing?
Watching us and relaying everything we're saying back to headquarters.
Like, because this is my thing. Which then send an ad on. If we're right, and we're saying all the correct things, like we're on a path of where this is leading to the fucking right place.
Like these are some smart motherfuckers.
Like what the fuck? Like give us a hint or something. If he's standing over there, give us a fucking hint and let us know that we're on the right path. And we want to I think it's time for us to see how.
Or maybe that's how we dream. The alien removes that filter, so we see what you said, an alternate dimension that's happening, and we take a look inside of it. Like he takes us out our body so we can go be in the other one, or he just relays that message back to what we think is our main body.
Yeah.
So yourself in a different dream could be dreaming about what we're doing right now, about podcasting with,
oh shit,
people.
Yeah, it's fucking freaky.
And that you will be like, who the fuck are these people? Even though I know you guys.
Fucking freaky as fuck.
It's all think about that shit. Interconnected.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everything's connected, dude.
It's just you scattered out throughout history.
It's just the one thing that freaks me out is that if the VR system was made, because that's like everyone thinks so. Like I've asked this to several people because I'm just curious on what people think. Everyone thinks it was made in like 2012 or like 2015,
recent technology.
Like recent shit, recent. And when I tell them like the patent was made in 1960, like they were inventing shit in 1960. UFO flying saucers were being invented in 1960, like around that time.
1945 by the Nazis.
Yeah, 1945 and all that shit.
They successfully documented building a UFO.
I want to talk about JFK now. Well, okay, so wait, hold on. Okay, so I just a bunch of people don't know, and what kind if all that shit was going on during the 1960s and all that, what kind of shit's going on now?
Yeah, exactly. It makes you think.
Like Area 51 and what other secret, because Area 51 is pretty well known now, and what else is being hidden like in plain sight and all that shit. And then let me tell you this. Okay, so a week before JFK was assassinated, he had a speech called Secret Societies, and he had a speech on how we should stop these secret operations, secret societies going on, and that they just need to stop. And what it's doing is breaking up our country. And a week after that, he gets shot. And during his years of presidency, there were several operations going on, like Operation MK Ultra, Operation Northwoods, Operation there's Paperclip. There's several operations that were going on, like mind control. There was radiation fucking testing. There was a bunch of nuclear testing, like Operation what did you say? You just said one.
Paperclip or Northwood?
Paperclip. What was that one?
Paperclip was basically the founding of fucking NASA. They U.S. brought like 1,600 Nazis to come and do like the scientific research and proof, for NASA. They had these Nazis come and work for NASA because they were a lot more advanced than we were and they knew their shit.
There was an operation that was going on that I don't know the full name of it, but I know the description of it. They would just same thing, DMT. They would put high doses of DMT into someone to a point where their brain couldn't function anymore. And so then they would bring these hypnotists, and they would tell them to go assassinate or go kill people for them, and have the government do shit for them.
Wow.
And so during this time, that's when JFK was being a president. So like most of these operations were going on, and JFK knew about it. And so he's like, do you know what? I can't fucking stand this anymore. I can't go on. I need to tell the public about this. And so he was gonna out them, but then he got killed.
In that speech he said, I'm opposing secret societies. The government needs to be open with its public. Like, this government is supposed to represent the people. Like they work for the people.
Yeah.
And he's like, I will expose like
it's all there.
Any secret society.
Like, go type it on YouTube, JFK secret society. It's all there. Like the first part of it's like gibberish because like they're laughing about some shit that we have no. We're too. We don't know the
context. We don't know the context because
but it's but then when he starts talking about it, you're like, oh, now this starts to make sense. Like now you know
the mood changes fast.
Everything starts to make sense, and then, dude, it's all there. Like every operation's there, and it freaks me out because what's going on now that we don't know, especially about the 9/11 staging. Like,
oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The Operation Northwoods. Let's say that happened for 9/11. So basically with Operation, the U.S. government decided, like in the 60s, they decided we're going to stage terrorist attacks. We're going to attack our own country. We're going to shoot up schools. We're going to shoot up theaters. We're going to shoot up places and say it was a different country as a fake to start war. But it was fake.
Before 9/11 happened, they had details of attacks on our own soil about flying the planes into the fucking buildings. Like they had this shit written down.
Yeah, I mean, mind fucked right now.
Dude, they had their shit written down, and then tell me about this, please, because this is the one part that does not fucking make any sense to me. Our government is powerful as fuck. Would you say? Like our government can do some pretty fucking severe damage, right?
Yeah.
For our government being for our government being so powerful, how the fuck did it not know that we were gonna get attacked? After it got several tips about us being like Iraqians fucking learn how to fly planes and not land them, and then people saying like Osama bin Laden telling that, oh, we're gonna fucking attack America, and all this shit. Like there were several fucking tips that happened, and they didn't take any precautions, and they just let it happen.
I'd say they helped them.
And then when it happened, George Bush was sitting out of all places in a fucking elementary school, and then when it happened, he just sat there and did nothing, and just let it happen. For 15 minutes, he just sat there in a chair waiting for someone to tell him something to do. Like that doesn't sound like a president that would be my president.
Doesn't sound like a real person.
Yeah, you're telling me like his speech is like he doesn't even look like when he speaks, it's like does it all mixed up or something, like mixed emotion.
Yeah, like what he's saying, it'll sound like cool, calm, or collected, but then like you see him and like it kind of like what we were saying about Elon Musk, like he doesn't move right to like what he's saying.
Yeah, it's like, or he'll laugh and
he'll be like,
oh, okay,
he'll be like, yeah, there was several casualties, and it's like, what the
so
fuck?
Like the actions don't correlate with like the emotion.
Yeah, like he'll laugh about some weird fucking shit.
He'll be like, she got raped, and it's like, what the fuck did you just say?
And then you all I know is about Building 7, but explain Building 7 to Diego.
So basically they told all these different like news networks and reporters.
Oh, wait, do you know what Building 7 is?
No.
All right. It was a building next to the two,
it was
right?
it was one of the buildings that did not collapse. That was one of the Twin Towers. There's like a separate building.
Yeah, so it was a building that was standing. All right, so no, go.
And they told all these news people, hey, they're gonna blow up Building 7. It's going down. Be ready to report on it. And Alex Jones was like, what the fuck is going on? Like they called him and said, get ready to report. They're taking down Tower 7. And then when you look back at it, they're saying it was a terrorist attack, or what are they saying? Yeah, they're saying it fell on its own. It didn't blow up on its own.
If you see the video, like, dude, fucking pull the video up, dude. It's just type in Building 7 footage. When you see this footage, bro, people say it's energy weapons, but it's not an energy weapon. It's fucking, like, you can definitely tell that the building was blown up from inside, and it looks like the building was fucking. It looks like a Jello. Go to Google real quick and just type it in. It has the actual like 7-second footage of it. But it just looks like a fucking. It just doesn't look real. Like go to videos. I think it's
probably the first one that has. Is it? You already watched it.
Oh yeah, first one. Try the first one. Oh yeah, that's it. Look at that.
Like that falls like it came from a movie.
Like, tell me that building doesn't like what?
Yeah, that looks like it was planned.
Yeah, to fall. and people were saying that it was an energy weapon, but like the building collapsed from the inside, and there's another footage of it that it shows above. Oh, like that right there. You see how like the middle fell down first?
Yeah, it's like it didn't. Yeah, get so attacked
demolition teams. What they do is they plant the explosives. So on a building that has elevators and like stairways and stuff like that, when it has structure like that, the demolition team will put bomb or explosives around the harder parts of the building, so then when it blows up, it's easier to fall down. So like that's where the main structure's at. So if you blow that shit up, it's obviously gonna fall down.
Yeah, and then like that was in the reports too, that there was like oil tanks down there, and people were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, dude, it's fucking crazy, bro. Like,
and they had a whole bunch of. And then in that video they had that certain explosive where you can like, it was almost like tape, you could put it anywhere, you could stab it, shoot it, whatever, and nothing would make it go off except for you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, you're talking about the you're talking about what was that was in the Twin Towers though, right?
No, they found that in Tower 7, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yes, no, you're right. So there was a room rented out by a college student. He was an art major, and I don't know why they put that in the fucking video, but they did. And he was an art major, and the one time he came into the building, he just brought in a bunch of boxes and left. And the boxes were labeled as explosives that can only be detonated by remote. So you can shoot them, you can fucking punch them, you can do all this shit, and they won't blow up. But once you finally click that button, it blows up. And so
that's what
like what the fuck, like that's pretty much what like. It's just fucking crazy, bro. Like,
just goes back to that Northwoods that I don't doubt that America would attack its own country to say, all right, now have a bunch of people volunteer and sign up and go to fucking war. Yeah,
I mean
that's what we did with Cuba. That's how Cold War started.
I mean the one, because people say Bush planned it, and I can see why, because when he was president before September 11th, his popularity vote was down to like 11%, and like re-election he was not going to be re-elected. Like there's no way. And then this happened, and then he said, oh, we gotta fucking go fucking fight Iraq, and we need to fucking send troops over there, and fucking like being very patriotic and all this shit. Then went up, he went 95%, and he got re-elected. And so like it was all planned. Like there's absolute like nothing, there's so many facts there that like point Bush to fucking being planned. Like it just makes so much sense, and this day should have never happened. Like this should have never happened. Like the government should have been on their fucking toes. Like it should be on their toes at all times. Like if someone right now on Twitter said, I'm gonna fucking kill Trump, I'm gonna go fucking
dude, there's people at their houses in minutes.
People will fucking come in seconds and be like, oh fuck no. But when someone says, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking run a plane into fucking the Twin Towers, and they're like,
yeah, no balls.
Yeah, let me see it.
Bet.
Yeah, like what kind of shit is that? Boom. What kind of government does that shit? And so that's why I'm like, what the fuck? If all this shit's happening behind our fucking backs, and the whole FBI, everyone got interviewed by all this shit. Everyone got interviewed and all checked and all this shit. Everyone got background checks and all this shit. Every organization and FBI and CIA or NSA and all, CIA and all this shit, they all got checked. One person confessed, be like, we were not ready for any of this. But like, how are you not ready when you had all this fucking information like thrown at you before this all happened? So it's just like, what kind of shit is the government pulling right behind us? Yeah. Like if public people see this before they get, like, see it after it happened and be like, what the fuck? Like, If we can, if a 19-year-old kid like me can fucking figure this shit out and make it look like, or have all this backup and just like say all this shit and see it happen and say like, what the fuck was the government doing? Like, come on, these guys should have known what was happening. Like, it's just it fucking.
I'm chilling,
dude. It fucking blows my mind, bro.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I mean, that's just one fucking thing that happened.
Yeah, and it's just like, and then back to what I was saying, dude. Just questions like, what is the government doing right now that we don't know about? Like operations that we don't know about
that you won't hear until
like we're 70 or some shit, or like
we're hearing these things from the 60s
now. Like we're
like, shit, you could be an experiment to something they're doing.
No,
right
yeah,
now.
we already been experimenting on fucking mind control and shit.
We're all experiments of our creators, though.
Yeah.
Don't even start.
We all have a personal alien that's looking behind us right now. Fuck, imagine there's a fucking alien just attached to your back.
Just put your arm and it's right there. There's one sitting right next to you right now.
Fuck, dude, that's fucking weird. I mean, that can explain quite a bit, to be honest. Like why you get chills and shit. Like just out of nowhere.
Give your mind a high five right now.
Oh yeah.
Make sure you guys are cool,
dude. Do you know? It makes me want to like try these like hallucinogens and stuff, and fucking like wonder. I'm just so curious.
Well, supposedly the monkeys took DMT or some other hallucinogen, and they saw the vision of the future, and then that's how they evolved to people. They're like, oh, this is how you make fire. This is how you cook.
Did we talk about this?
This is how you do that shit. Yeah, Austin was saying. And that's why we have the closest symbiotic relationship to a fucking mushroom.
Oh, that's right. Oh my god, they just reminded me. Holy shit, you're right.
So it's like, okay, that's how they evolved into cave people. You think a fucking monkey on its own is just gonna be like, damn, I'm naked, let me put some clothes on?
Oh yeah, I've heard something about that, about how mushrooms are like, it's basically people.
Yeah, it is, dude. It's just like, oh dude, it's fucking crazy.
So have you guys seen like YouTube videos of people sharing their trips, like what they experienced?
Oh no, I want to see that though.
You should pull some up.
I talked to a friend about it, and he said that he saw alien shit too. Like it's just like
some of the stuff they describe. Like some guy was talking about how
there's pictures that like everything's up there. It's aliens or something weird as fuck. Like everything that we thought was a myth is like, it's all coming up. Like especially right now, like, especially wormholes and shit. Like have you seen the show called Stargate? SG-1 and all that. It's like this. It's about like our society finding this technological advance called a Stargate, and it's a circle ring that makes you travel to different planets and stuff, and it explains why we're here, and that a race of aliens came way before we were even alive. It's like planning shit. So like whenever we do come, we came from them. We're like their children and shit, and then we come from
that's
them.
Like Prometheus, the aliens engineered people.
Oh, the engineers and all that.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. Like, have you seen Prometheus?
No, I haven't.
You gotta watch that shit too.
So that's what's gonna fucking happen. Monkey, cave person, Sasquatch, human.
Sasquatch.
And then I think you'll turn into those engineers because they still look like humans.
Oh yeah, dude.
They were just like,
pull up a fucking picture. Isaac, you got this shit. You're on a fucking roll. Pull up a fucking picture of the engineers real quick. Look at don't worry, YouTube. I'll be putting this shit up. I'll be putting all this shit up on the fucking. Look how fucking like real that shit looks.
So like they're still humanoid. They're just big as fuck.
What cycle are they running? I'm trying to hop on that.
Look at that the jawline.
So they're still like humanoid, but they're obviously like closer to like when we say aliens. Like that's what you think of.
It reminds me, or it connects me with this group of aliens on Stargate called the Asgard, and they have the same like white texture to their skin, but they're smaller and their brains fucking huge because they're old and like they're racist.
So when we hear alien,
typical alien looking, but like I can see where like you can see where we evolved to that and like go down because like what this is what basically happened. Our bodies will soon to get to a point where we can't evolve anymore, and that by that time we'll be so technologically advanced that we can change our DNA and make clones of ourselves and put our brain in our fucking clone.
Yeah, it's like what I like when we were telling Austin. I said cave people were expected to live like 20 to 30 years, and now we're expected to live around 70. So who's to say let's say in millions of fucking years you live to be in the thousands, 10,000 years.
Yeah.
And then once you're able to live that long, you can fucking time travel.
Imagine living 200 years old or some shit.
Would you want to do that though?
No.
That goes back with if I want to live forever, I would need to find a way to basically reincarnate my body so I don't look like that fucking thing from SpongeBob.
I don't know.
Chocolate. Shriveled up.
When you get a chance to listen to our dream episode, he talks about how he's gonna like change. He's gonna like make a deal with the devil or some shit like that. Like, right?
To be able to reincarnate and live forever through different.
What is your theory on it? Like you said that like if you make a deal with him that he's not gonna like snap his finger and be like, yep, you're gone.
Yeah, because my whole thing was you come from your creator, so you're either made by God or made by the devil, right? Good and evil. So if I'm made by the devil, I could say, hey, because he's the one who's gonna flip my switch. He knows everything that's gonna happen to me. I could say, hey, you let me live forever, and it's fucked up. I don't want to say serve your purpose, but that's probably what you have to be. He'd probably say spread evil, and I'll let you live.
Yeah, the only thing about that, like what I told him, is that you would have, or no, you said it, but then I agreed with you. You said that you'd have to see like your family members dying, your friends dying. You have to
go through a lot of loss.
Go through a lot of shit, and you just go over it all over. Like it'll be just an endless cycle of just fucking people dying. And yeah, I feel like that's probably something I probably can go through. Like,
be a lot to handle.
Yeah, seeing my friends and stuff that I made friendships with, and then seeing them dying, and seeing that I'm just gonna be chilling here for the rest of my life and going through cycles of just. The only cool thing is that you'll see the human race go into,
and then I will evolve.
I mean, that's some crazy shit to think about too. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Dude,
wow!
Yeah,
that was a mind trip.
Success.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy as fuck. Dude, it's just, oh my gosh! If you just, it's just so like interesting to think about because there's so many questions to ask, and you can just throw so many things out there that make sense, and it just works. And so that's why I love talking about this stuff, dude. I can talk about this stuff all day. Just bring up different ideas. That's why I like different minds in this shit, dude. It makes us like question more about it. And so yeah, I love that shit. It's so fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's what this podcast is all about. Opening your fucking mind.
The third eye.
Seeking the truth.
Yeah, that was actually gonna be our name, but then we were like Seeking 87.
More catchy.
Yeah. Third eye theories or some shit. I mean, that can be
some segments,
a segment or a series that we can
pretty soon once we get different segments rolling. Once we're a little more organized.
Yeah. Oh shit, you scared the fuck out of me.
Third eye theories up in this.
Fuck yeah, place. Dude. That'd be dope. I mean, dude, I'm down to talk some more, dude. What do you guys want to talk about? Like,
Diego, you're our guest.
Yeah, dude. Second time around, dude.
Fucking Mr. Swole.
Big Dick Diego. Big Dick.
The Swole man.
Proper introduction.
Our drug dealer.
Proper. What?
What now?
Beisenberg.
I'm honestly starting to crash right now. It's about to be one in the morning.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
12:45.
All right, I guess
I got like 3 more, or like easily 2 or 3 more hours of work to do before I go, or before I can go to bed.
Oh fuck! All right, well
I'm gonna be up for a late night.
Oh man, I guess we gotta call it, dude.
Call this one.
Yeah, dude.
Wrap your willies.
All right, Diego. So, what do you guys say to these people for the last couple seconds? Just fucking.
I learned a lot of new stuff.
Just wrap it up, dude.
Talking with Mike and Isaac today.
Yeah.
My mind got blown.
DMT
plenty of times.
What did we talk about at the beginning?
Stuff. What was success?
Oh yeah,
yeah, that was going to be the topic for this podcast.
We can get to that in another one.
Yeah, I mean, we did talk about it a little bit. Like,
there's still a lot to talk about. Like, I had some things written down.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
It's too much to talk about.
No, come on. What are you gonna say?
We can make
I'm curious.
Do you want to say
Let's go part two? Part two. I mean, you can.
Episode 2.5.
2.5.
Episode 2.5.
Ooh.
Fuck. Okay.
This is 2, and then we'll make 2.5, and we'll further elaborate on the success part because we kind of went off on aliens.
Definitely, dude.
Which is probably something we're going to do a lot in this podcast.
So now that we think of it, Diego might be on this podcast more than we thought. So definitely you'll be seeing Diego more or hearing
motherfucking Mr. Swole.
You'll be hearing him, but then once we get some more technological advances in our fucking podcast, you'll be able to see him and smell him.
This guy's eating hot sauce.
That's weird
by itself.
Isaac, all right, well, let's wrap it up. So what did we talk about? We talked about success. We talked about DMT. We talked about operations, government. We talked about aliens. We talked about kind of about dreams and stuff. Isaac's theory on fucking his
conspiracy,
his life and shit, that he wants to fucking not die, which is weird. I'm just kidding. I fucking love you, Isaac. Don't worry. I love you. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Anything else to say, Diego? Anything else to say? Just make it.
I'm good right here.
I don't want to end that shit. Are you gonna
go for
die or something? Isaac, do you got anything to say to these beautiful folks out there?
Nah, I'm good.
All right. Well, fellas, make sure you guys follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We'll be posting all these fucking YouTube shit on there and stuff like that. And make sure you stay connected. We'll be fucking posting episodes as much as we can. And, well, I just want to say have a great morning, afternoon, and evening. And you guys have a fucking splendid rest of your life.